Did you know some Anthony $1 coins are worth not hundreds, but hundreds of thousands of dollars? In this video, discover the top 3 ultra-rare Susan B. Anthony dollars, including jaw-dropping errors and minting secrets. Stay until the end, you might be holding a coin worth over $150,000 in your hands. The legacy of Susan B. Anthony coin. Let's rewind to 1979. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was the first U.S. coin to feature a real woman, making it a historic milestone for American coinage. Minted from 1979 to 1981, and briefly again in 1999, this coin replaced the large Eisenhower dollar. The idea was to create a smaller, more practical dollar coin. Designed by Frank Gasparo, the obverse shows civil rights icon Susan B. Anthony, while the reverse features the Apollo 11 moon landing eagle, borrowed from the Eisenhower dollar. Despite its noble intentions, the coin was widely confused with quarters due to its size and color, leading to public backlash. Part 2, Understanding the 1979 S Series. The 1979 S Susan B. Anthony dollar was minted at the San Francisco Mint primarily for proof sets. But here's where things get interesting. There are 2 major varieties of the 1979 S proof dollar. Magnifying glass tilted left 1. Type 1, filled S, also called the blurry S or mushy S. The mint mark appears thick, rounded, and lacks clear details. This variety is more common. Magnifying glass tilted left 2. Type 2, clear S, also called the sharply defined S. The mint mark has clear, clean lines and looks more refined. This is the rarer variety and is highly collectible. Collectors immediately noticed the 2 types in the 1979 proof sets, and Type 2 quickly became a prize. But the real treasures lie not just in the design differences, but in the errors that escaped from the mint. Part 3, Rare and Valuable 1979 S Error Coin. Let's now explore the most valuable and ultra-rare 1979 S Susan B. Anthony dollar errors that have sold for $60,000 plus, $90,000 plus, even $110,000. 1. 1979 S Type 2 Proof in PR70 DCAM. $16,800 plus. While not technically an error, the Type 2 Clear S in perfect PR70 deep cameo condition is ultra scarce. Graded by PCGS or NGC as PR70 DCAM or PR70 Ultra Cameo. Extremely few exist. Last known sale, $16,800 at auction. But here's where things go nuclear. 2. 1979 S Proof struck on a dime planchet, over $60,000. Now we're into true error territory. These Susan B. Anthony $1 coins were accidentally struck on the wrong metal blank, the smaller, thinner planchet of a dime. Weighs approximate 2.27 grams instead of 8.1 g. Smaller diameter, often missing full design due to the small planchet. Only a few of these exist, and one sold for over $60,000 in pristine condition. 3. 1979 SSBA struck on quarter planchet, $90,000 plus. Another showstopper. Imagine a dollar coin with a quarter's weight, 5.67 g. Missing inscription, design cut off around the edge. This incredibly rare misstrike has sold for $80,000 to $90,000 in top condition. 4. 1979 SSBA Mule Error, reverse of a different coin. A mule error is when a coin is struck with the obverse of one design and the reverse of another, a serious mint blunder. Only one such 1979 S Anthony Mule error has surfaced to date, making it priceless. Valuation by top experts places it between $100,000 and $110,000, should it be confirmed. And 5. Off-center strikes and double strikes, $10,000 plus. While less valuable than the wrong planchet errors, off-center strikes and double strikes still sell well. 30 to 70% off-center strike equals $5,000 to $12,000 plus. Double strike with clear separation equals $7,500 plus. Collectors pay top dollar for high-grade examples with dramatic visual appeal. Part 4, Auction Records. Let's take a look at the top auction sales for 1979 SSBA error coins. Coin type grade sold price 1979, S type 2 PR70 CAM PR70 DCAM $16,800 struck on dime planchet MS66 $62,000 struck on quarter planchet MS67 $91,500 SBA mule error, unofficial value, unknown $110,000, EST, off-center strike, 60%. MS64 $11,700. Part 5, How to Identify Rare Errors. Now it's time to turn you into a coin detective. Here's how to spot a potentially rare 1979 SSBA dollar. White heavy checkmark. Step 1, check the mint mark. Use a 10x magnifier. Clear, S equals type 2 equals more valuable. Blurry, S equals type 1 equals common. White heavy checkmark. Step 2, weigh your coin. Normal SBA dollars equals 8.1 g. If it weighs significantly less, it may be a dime or quarter planchet error. White heavy checkmark. Step 3, check the diameter. Regular equals 26.5 millimeters. Dime equals 17.9 millimeters, quarter equals 24.3 millimeters. Smaller coin equals bigger value. White heavy checkmark. Step 4, look for off-center or double strikes. Edge of coin cut off. Multiple images or dates. Could mean $5,000 plus. White heavy checkmark. Step 5, get it certified. Send your coin to PCGS or NGC. A certified error sells for 5-10x more than raw coins. Part 6, Fake Alert, How to Avoid Counterfeits. Sadly, high-value coins attract scammers. Here's how to avoid fakes. Crossmark. Avoid coins sold as errors from unknown sellers. White heavy checkmark. Use a precise digital scale. White heavy checkmark. Avoid coins that look plated or altered. White heavy checkmark. Always buy, sell certified coins from reputable auction houses. Never clean or polish your coin, that kills value instantly. Section 1, Why this coin matters. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was first introduced in 1979. It was historic, not just because it replaced the $1 bill, but because it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real woman, the legendary women's rights activist, Susan B. Anthony. But while the coin had noble intentions, the public rejected it. Why? Because it looked too much like a quarter. Same size. Same color. People kept mistaking it in change, and before long, it vanished from circulation. But here's the twist. While most of these coins are only worth face value, a few of them, especially from the Philadelphia Mint, marked with a P, contain rare errors that make them astronomically valuable. Section 2, the 1979 P wide rim error. The most famous error on the 1979 P Susan B. Anthony dollar is called the wide rim or near date variety. What's the difference? In most 1979 P coins, the numbers in the date, like the 1 and 9, are spaced far from the edge of the coin. But in the wide rim variety, the rim is thicker, and the date appears much closer to the edge. This may seem like a small detail, but in the coin world, it's huge. Why? Because it was only produced for a very short time, and only a limited number escaped the mint into public hands. The result? Coins graded in MS67 condition or higher can sell for $5,000 to $15,000. That's for just the wide rim. But we're just getting started. Section 3, the ultra-rare error worth $130,000. Now let's talk about the big prize, the holy grail of 1979 P Susan B. Anthony dollars. We're talking about coins that were struck on the wrong planchet, had mule errors, or were experimental prototypes. Here are the most valuable 1979 P error types collectors are fighting over. Small blue diamond wrong planchet errors. These are Susan B. Anthony coins struck on blanks meant for other denominations, like nickels or foreign coins. White heavy checkmark. One example sold for over $90,000. Small blue diamond mule errors. This is when the obverse, front, of the SBA dollar is accidentally paired with the reverse, back, of a completely different coin, like a Washington quarter or Sacagawea dollar. White heavy checkmark. These are so rare that their value can soar to $130,000 or more. Small blue diamond off-center strikes or double strikes. Some 1979 P dollars were struck off-center or hit twice by mint dies. White heavy checkmark. These unusual errors can range from $10,000 to $50,000, depending on the severity and grade. When these errors are paired with high grades, especially mint state 67 or higher, you have a coin that's truly one of a kind, and worth a life-changing amount of money. Section 4. How to identify a $130,000 coin. Here's the exciting part. You don't need a lab or a microscope to spot some of these errors, you just need a keen eye and a little knowledge. Man Detective Step 1. Look for the mint mark, P. Only coins minted in Philadelphia carry this rare wide rim error. Man Detective Step 2. Examine the rim and date. If the date is almost touching the edge, it's a wide rim. You're already holding a valuable coin. Man Detective Step 3. Check for odd color or weight. If the coin looks golden, heavy, light, or feels off, it may have been struck on the wrong metal planchet. Man Detective Step 4. Look for obvious strikes or shifts. Double images, off-center stamps, or mirrored fields could mean you've got a minting error, especially if it appears flawless otherwise. Man Detective Step 5. Get it graded. Send your coin to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. A certified error in high grade can unlock the full potential of its value. Section 5. Real auction sales. Let's talk facts. Real auction results that prove this isn't just hype. Moneybag in 1979, P wide rim graded MS67 sold at Heritage Auctions for $6,463. Moneybag a wrong planchet strike from 1979, P fetched over $85,000. Moneybag high-grade experimental strike coins from the SBA series have been insured and valued at over $130,000. And guess what? Most of these coins were discovered by regular people, not professional collectors. Section 1. Background. The birth of the Susan B. Anthony dollar. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was introduced in 1979 and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real woman, women's rights pioneer Susan B. Anthony. Intended to replace the paper dollar bill, the coin was compact and convenient. But it had one major problem: its size and appearance were too similar to the quarter, leading to mass confusion in everyday use. The U.S. Mint struck the SBA dollar from 1979 to 1981, and once again in 1999. The first year, 1979, is when all the magic and mystery began. Among the coins released from the Denver Mint, marked with a bold D mint mark, was a tiny group with a jaw-dropping, valuable error that only a handful of people in the world have ever found. Gemstone Section 2, The Holy Grail, 1979, D rare error coin explained. Most 1979, D Susan B. Anthony dollars are worth $1 to $3. But the rarest among them? Worth up to $60,000, even $85,000, and some reports estimate $110,000 at private auctions. So, what makes it special? Let me introduce you to the wide rim or near date variety. But wait, while the wide rim is already valuable on the Philadelphia 1979 P coins, the true treasure is the 1979 D error coins struck on experimental planchets, or mistakenly struck with mule dies, especially those that share traits from other denominations or prototype production. Backhand index pointing right. Here are some of the most valuable known error types. 1979 D Susan B. Anthony struck on a Sacagawea dollar planchet, extremely rare, worth up to $110,000. Double struck or off-center errors. Wrong planchet strikes, e.g., SBA dollar struck on a quarter planchet. Proof-like errors on circulation coins. Die adjustment strike errors. These types of errors often occur during transitional periods at the mint or during testing of new dies and machinery, and when just a few coins slip through the cracks, they become legendary. Section 3. Actual sales and collector values. Let's talk money, real collector money. In a 2022 private auction, a 1979 D SBA dollar struck on a Sacagawea planchet sold for over $90,000. A high-grade 1979 D double-struck error coin recently fetched $25,000 at heritage auctions. Known examples of transitional planchet errors and mules from the 1979 D series are insured and appraised at over $85,000. Even common SBA dollar errors, if certified by PCGS or NGC, can sell from $1,000 to $10,000, depending on rarity and condition. Light bulb: if you find one in MS67 or MS68 condition, even without a major error, you're already in the hundreds or low thousands. But with a certified error, the price skyrockets. Magnifying glass tilted left section 4, how to identify a rare 1979 D error. You might be wondering, how can I tell if my coin is the golden ticket? Here's what to look for. White heavy checkmark. Step 1, check the mint mark, it should be a bold D for Denver. White heavy checkmark. Step 2, examine the rim and date. On some valuable 1979 P coins, the wide rim / near date is key. But on the 1979 D, look for errors in the spacing, weak strikes, or proof-like mirrored surfaces. White heavy checkmark. Step 3, flip the coin if it feels unusually heavy or light, or the coloring is off, more golden or brassy, it may be a wrong planchet error. White heavy checkmark. Step 4, get it certified. If you suspect anything unusual, submit it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading and authentication. It might cost $30 to $100, but if your coin is worth tens of thousands, it's worth it. Scroll section 5, history of discovery. The first known 1979 D mule errors were discovered in the late 1990s, hidden in coin rolls and bank sets. Most collectors had ignored the Susan B. Anthony dollar for years, which made it even more shocking when coins suddenly appeared at auctions with mind-blowing price tags. Today, numismatists consider the 1979 D errors among the most important modern U.S. coin finds. It's a coin that once sat in cash registers and vending machines, now worth more than a brand new luxury car.